What separates someone worth $1 million from someone worth $1 billion? The answer isn't just about having more zeros in your bank account. The differences between billionaires and millionaires are far more profound than most people realize. And understanding these distinctions could fundamentally change how you think about wealth, success, and your own financial future. If you're interested in learning what truly separates these two groups, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more insights on wealth building and financial success. First, let's talk about how billionaires and millionaires approach risk in completely different ways. A millionaire typically builds wealth through steady income, smart investments, and careful risk management. They save consistently, invest in diversified portfolios, and rarely put everything on the line. Billionaires, on the other hand, have taken massive calculated risks at crucial moments in their careers. They've bet on themselves, started companies that could have failed, and made bold moves that most people would never consider. This fundamental difference in risk tolerance separates those who accumulate moderate wealth from those who create generational fortunes. Second, the scale of thinking between these two groups couldn't be more different. A millionaire often thinks about how to make money or save money in incremental ways. They might celebrate increasing their net worth by $50,000 in a year. Billionaires think in terms of systems and leverage. They're not thinking about how to make more money themselves. They're thinking about how to create businesses or investments that make money at scale, exponentially, with or without their direct involvement. They think about creating value for millions or billions of people simultaneously. Third, billionaires and millionaires have vastly different relationships with failure. Many millionaires become risk-averse once they've achieved their wealth goal because they have something significant to lose. Billionaires, especially those who've built their wealth from scratch, have often failed multiple times. They view failure not as something to fear, but as essential education. Some of the world's most successful billionaires have gone bankrupt, lost fortunes, and started over. This resilience and ability to bounce back from catastrophic failure is a core difference that enables them to swing bigger and bigger shots. Fourth, let's examine how they spend their time and what they prioritize. A millionaire might spend significant energy managing their investments, overseeing their portfolio, or working in their career. Billionaires delegate almost everything. They've learned that their time is their most valuable asset, and they refuse to spend it on tasks that others can do. They focus exclusively on high-level strategic decisions that only they can make. This obsession with time allocation and delegation is something that, like this video, if you're finding these insights valuable. Because understanding time management at this level is genuinely transformative. Fifth, the education and knowledge acquisition strategies differ dramatically between these two groups. Many millionaires stop learning once they've achieved financial success. They've found a formula that works, and they stick with it. Billionaires treat learning as a never-ending pursuit. They read voraciously, seek mentors relentlessly, and stay obsessively curious about emerging trends, technologies, and markets. This constant learning enables them to spot opportunities that others miss and adapt to changing economic conditions before the wider market does. Sixth, billionaires and millionaires have different networks and relationship-building philosophies. A millionaire might have a solid network of friends, colleagues, and professional contacts. Billionaires are obsessed with building relationships with people who are smarter than they are, who challenge them, and who operate at the highest levels of business and innovation. They understand that your network is your net worth, and they invest serious time and resources into cultivating relationships with world-class individuals who can teach them, inspire them, or collaborate with them on massive ventures. Seventh, their approach to money itself is fundamentally different. Many millionaires still think of money as something to hold onto and protect. There's often an underlying scarcity mindset, even after achieving significant wealth. Billionaires think of money as a tool, a resource, a medium of exchange. They're willing to spend enormous amounts of money to make even larger amounts of money. They invest in opportunities others view as too risky or too expensive. This abundance mindset and willingness to deploy capital aggressively separates wealth accumulation from wealth creation. Eighth, let's talk about how they build their businesses and enterprises. Millionaires often build businesses that depend heavily on their own effort, expertise, or involvement. They might own a successful company, but if they stopped working, the revenue would decline significantly. Billionaires build scalable systems and businesses that generate revenue independent of their direct participation. They've created products, platforms, or organizations that function without them. This shift from trading time for money to creating scalable value is perhaps the most critical difference in how wealth is generated. 9th, billionaires and millionaires think about taxes and wealth preservation in different ways. Millionaires focus on paying their taxes, following the rules, and keeping what they've earned. Billionaires employ sophisticated strategies involving trusts, foundations, corporate structures, and investment vehicles that are legal but complex. They have teams of accountants, lawyers, and financial advisors whose job is to optimize their wealth preservation and minimize their tax burden. This isn't illegal. It's simply a level of sophistication that only becomes possible at extreme wealth levels. 10th and finally, the most fundamental difference is in their vision and impact on the world. Millionaires often aim to build wealth for themselves and their families, and that's completely valid. Billionaires frequently think about their impact on industries, economies, or global problems. Whether it's space exploration, renewable energy, or global health, many billionaires become obsessed with solving problems at scale. This visionary thinking, combined with the resources to actually execute on that vision, creates a completely different trajectory and level of influence. Understanding these 10 differences won't make you a billionaire overnight, but it will shift your perspective on how wealth is truly built. The gap between 1 million and 1 billion isn't just about time or luck. It's about fundamental differences in how these individuals think, act, and approach their lives. If you found these insights valuable and thought-provoking, please leave a comment below and tell us which difference surprised you the most, or which one you think is the most crucial for building extraordinary wealth. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the psychology and strategies of the world's wealthiest people.